about this all the time. I have a character. I have had a character since I was this big, and when I talk about this, people look at me like I'm crazy. I want to be Dee on Star Trek.
Nice.
I want to be assisting that captain, receiving those intuitive messages, having understanding of civilizations, connecting, communicating with them in ways that other people can't do. So sometimes she's the only one that can breach that gap, and she says, Captain, what's going on with these people is this. And then the captain says, wow, and he kind of takes that in as an advisor. In fact, I'm creating a whole business around being that character. Oh. That is what I want to do. I am so thrilled to be up here as an inventorpreneur, inventing a new business out of a TV show that I used to just be captain on. And plus he was Captain Steuben from Love Boat. I mean, that whole thing. And then she got to have this fabulous romance with Will. I mean, what a great job. She's flying through space. She's communicating with all different civilizations. So maybe I don't get to fly through space, but I could travel the world.
That's right.
When I taught junior achievement to the kids, because I love teaching to the kids, that was always my favorite part, talking about the international business exchange, telling them what it's like in China. In China, you want to present a business card with 2 hands. It's an honor to give somebody that. When you go somewhere else, like Indonesia, you have to respect and wait for them to ask the question. You can't present to them. But knowing those kind of things and being intuitively connected to people is what I've always wanted to do. So thank you very much for this table topic. Are you very much interested?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could change an event in history, whether it be past, present, or future, what would it be? Chris?
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo. Changing an event in history. Well, that could be interesting because it always alters our present. But I was watching something on The Doors last night. And it actually started off saying the 60s started off with JFK being shot. And I think actually I would alter that, wondering how everything would have went, because that changed everything in that decade leading up to now in a lot of ways. I mean, you had a lot of the civil rights movements, a lot of the inner turmoil, a lot of things that just, came out of that era. But I kind of wonder if that did not happen, what would today be like? So, I mean, I guess JFK assassination would be one. Also, the other thing about that, too, is I believe he was one of the few presidents that really, part of the reason he was assassinated was, I think he would work for the people and was actually in our own good. And then he was, assassinated on the spot. We had a decade and a half of floundering type presidents, and then we ended up with Reagan, which is debatably good or bad. So I think that's what I would change in history.
Awesome.
It's funny, I'm teaching that part of history right now. That's why I chose that. Isn't that crazy? All right. If you were an animal, what animal best describes you? Lee.
Yay! Thank you. You are an animal. Oh, that's easy because I know what it would be. A dog. And the reason I'd like to be a dog is because dogs love everybody. Dogs are the only animal that would rather be with human beings than it would with its own kind. Did you know that? It's the only animal. The reason being is that they have this connection with us that's almost incredible. Those of you who've owned a dog know that that dog understands you even when you don't talk to it. That dog understands when you're sad, when you're happy, and that dog gets sad and gets happy with you, even when you're sick. My sister has a dog, she's sick right now, and guess what, her dog's sick along with her. Anyway, I think that the dog is an incredible animal, and I would just love to be one. Thank you.
That's the end of our table topics. I'll turn it over to our Toastmaster now.